All this is for my second shop tool upgrade. I will reveal it all next. I'm Rick, and this shut the heck up, you stinking boosters. Now for your sanity. This is the shack. Hey everybody, welcome. If you're new to the channel, or if this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much for taking some of that valuable time out to view. I truly appreciate that. Hey, while you're here, why not subscribe? And when you do, don't forget to ring the bell so you are notified when the videos do come out. All of this is my second shop tool upgrade. Want to know about the first tool I revealed? Here's a link to that video. Check in the description. I'll have a link to that video, plus everything I will be talking about in this video. On Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I decided to pull the trigger and upgrade two of my shop tools. One very old, the other in desperate need of replacement, to say the least. So without further ado, let's just dive into this. I'll start revealing these one by one next. Before I disclose what is in this box, understand where I'm coming from. I'm going to put pics in, and I'm going to give a little spoiler alert. I'm going to disclose exactly what I'm doing. In these pictures, you will see a makeshift router table. This was at one time some type of a job site table saw. It was converted into a router table. My father-in-law found this for me at a yard sale. I paid $20 for it. I did not have a router table at all until this. This was my very first router table. So now you see where I'm coming from. I am updating my router table, and I'm buying hopefully my very last router table. This should last until I cannot do woodworking anymore. What is in this box, I will put a pic in, I don't want to take it out just yet, is the Rockler cast iron router table, item number 63481. Hopefully very nice, very level and true. I am not taking it out because I will explain on another one of my reveals why. But for now, I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a basic stand out of 4x4s, only because this is extremely heavy. That is the first item. Now let's head over to the next reveal. With any router table, you need a nice router fence. Not this one. This one is strictly temporary. The router fence system I purchased to be dedicated to this router table is this, the Incra router fence system. After I purchased the system, I got an email 2 days later stating that they are going to be on back order now for 7 months. Meaning this video comes out December 2021. I will not even get the fence till June or July of 2022. I decided to get just a basic fence for now because it is going to be temporary. So I didn't want to spend a lot of money on one that had a lot of features because I have the Incra system coming. I purchased this one from Rockler. Item number right there. I'm going to take it out. Again, I'm not going to take it out of the packaging and stuff. I just want to show you so you have an idea what is in this. Put it back in because I don't want to lose any of the parts until I'm physically ready to start assembling all these things onto the router table. And that's not going to happen until I get the base made for that. So let's take this out and you'll see everything that is included. This is everything in the box. Actually, there's more than just this. It's surprise. 2 sacrificial fences, hardware, safety guard, instructions, and the solid aluminum fence. Actually, when I opened the box, I was kind of impressed with this, not too shabby. But I won't need this once I get my fence system. I don't know if I'm going to sell it or just hang on to it. There won't really be any need once I put the Incra system on. So we'll just see what happens, but I think this will definitely work until I do get that system. Again, I am very impressed. Completely solid aluminum. You got the channel up here to put locks and stops. I think you get something you put in here for a tray. You have your sacrificial fences. with the little T-tracks. You can put accessories in that, feather boards and such. The safety guard, keep you out of harm's way. Not bad, really not bad. So that is the second item. Moving on to the third. With any router table, for me, dust collection is a priority. So I chose to buy this from Rockler, model number up there. I actually saw this in person while I was at the Rockler store. I looked at the bucket from Incra. I think it's all plastic. I wasn't sure. It looked kind of cheap to me. Saw this one at the Rockler store, all solid metal, so I decided to purchase this. Keeping with the dust collection, I also purchased this little dust collecting port that clips onto your router fence. So that will be mounted to the fence to help with the dust collection. You'll have dust collection at the bit, dust collection under the table around the whole motor. So let's take this out and I'll show you what's included in this. Everything out of the box, this is what you have. And I will say right now, this is pretty heavy. This I am actually pleasantly surprised because I thought it was kind of cheap metal, maybe thin, a little flexy, you know. No, this was pretty darn heavy. Decently thick gauge steel. I am impressed with this. A lot better than I thought it would be. I believe there's 5 panels in here, your 4 sides and the bottom. Someone mentioned in one of the reviews that there is a bunch of screws putting this thing together, but that's okay. When it's solid, I don't mind. You have your instructions, and you have this, which is your dust collection. So this mounts to one of the panels. 4-inch hose goes here. This goes up to, which would be this, mounted to my router fence. So this goes up to the fence for dust collection above and around the bit. This will take care of everything under the table, cleaning out this dust bucket and everything, hopefully. That's the goal, good dust collection with minimum cleanup. That is all that's included in this box, mainly all packaging because they're actually pretty heavy. So let's move on to the next reveal. Next item, power switch. I am a fan of this paddle style because let's just say you're holding your material, something happens, you don't want to let go. How are you going to reach over and turn off a little button inside or something? Now with the paddle, all I have to do is take my leg or my hip or something, bump it, turn it off without leaving my material or whatever I'm working on in a precarious position. I can hold it secure so it doesn't maybe kick back, hit me or something. I can hold it, bump this, shut it off till it stops. Then I can do whatever I need to do. I love the power switches that have this big paddle on it. So for me, this was a must. Now on to the final reveal. Now the final unveiling. This last piece is a very important piece because no router table is complete unless you have a good router lift. This is the item we will discuss at the end of the video. I had a little issue with through Rockler, but for now, let's just unveil this final piece. This is the Incra Master Lift 2. Wasn't my first choice. I will explain that later in the video after we go through this. But for now, I'm going to take everything out of the box, kind of go over it and compare it to the Rockler Pro Lift, which was the lift I was actually after before some things happened at Rockler. This is the Incra Master Lift 2. Comes with a handle to raise and lower the motor. Comes with a packet full of different screws. You got some Allen wrenches. I think the router plates are right here that go in there. Some more instructions. Another bag that has all the screws for the leveling areas. And you have this pin right there that I think just the 2 points here looks like that screws in. You can mount it there or mount it here. You can lay your material on this as you bring it into the bit. It's nice to have a little safety so you just don't shove it in there. You got something like a balance point, pivot point as you bring your material in and start doing what it is you need to do. That's what's included. So I'm going to kind of go over this and point out a few things that are actually better with the Incra versus Rockler. And this hits more of my checkpoints than Rockler, and I'll put those up here on the screen. When I'm all done, I'll put a checklist on what I was looking for. And I'm really, really ecstatic I got this now. The plate, it's pretty well standard, 3/8 inch thick solid aluminum, really nice. The 10 points along here to level and get your plate flush with the table. 2 big screws here go in. Once you get that all nice and flush, screw these down, tightens it. This thing won't move at all, even with the vibration. It kind of pushes down on all the points, keeps it nice and flush and secure. Now, some of the differences. One thing that I was leaning towards Rockler mainly because it has another gear here. 2 or 3 turns of the handle, the motor comes right up. It's very, very fast. That brings it up quick, drops it quick. Then you put it in the fine adjustment, set it to 0, and fine tune your micro adjustments. Incra, it's all you got. So you got to spin, 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 bring it up, change out the bit, spin, 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 bring it back down. Same thing on both of them. This dial here will move. You zero it out and do your micro adjusting. Even though I have not found anything online, any comments, anybody saying that the Rockler one they've had somehow made me move down, lost its adjustment. I can't find anybody say anything about that. So I can't say nothing negative. It may be a good system. My problem is I just feel more secure if I have a way to actually lock the mechanism so I know for sure it won't move. No lock on there regardless. To me, it's just a recipe for something to happen. That's just my thinking. If anybody has had any issues, or if you have the Rockler Pro Lift and you have no issues, you know, please chime in. I'm curious because I can't find anything negative if it really is good. The one thing I do like about Incra versus Rockler, it actually has a lock. So I can lock this in. That will not move. The mechanism, the threads won't move. It's locked. It stays right there. So there is no way for the vibration to start turning the threads to start lowering that motor. It will keep my adjustment exactly where I need it. So for me, I think I really needed this because I wanted this peace of mind. So for me, that was huge. Now, basically those are the 2 main things you can see. Rockler has a gear to raise and lower the motor faster, doesn't have a lock. Incra has a lock to give you that security, peace of mind that that adjustment will not move. The plates. Rockler has what they call quick release, push a button, it's kind of spring loaded, boom, pops out, change out your plate, put the new one in. Incra has the MagnaLOCK system. But if you are looking for a rider lift that has maximum dust collection, this is the one you're going to have to get. I went online and looked. Rockler does not offer this. Only Incra offers this. See this? See anything different in this? It goes right there. Locks right in. Damn, that's actually pretty flush. I've never put that in yet. I think I can adjust it up. It's a little bit proud right here. Dang, everything else feels perfect. Anyway, wow, that's pretty cool. You want maximum dust collection? This is what you're going to need. This is an accessory I had to purchase separate. Incra calls this the CleanSweep MagnaLOCK system. And I've seen demonstrations on this. And again, the only reason why I was leaning towards Rockler because they had the second gear, and I thought, you know, saving me a few seconds is going to be huge. Thinking back, yeah, a few extra seconds, maybe a minute total, and swapping it out, raising up a lower, isn't going to kill my day. I've seen demonstrations of people using the solid plate, which is the ones that come in here. They're not slotted like this. Run material through, all kinds of material, chips and stuff flying everywhere. What little it can suck through will be sucked through that only. Then they simply pull this out. Where am I at? Put that in, turn the dust collection on, run another pass. I would say 85% more gets sucked down now. Just a little bit comes out. That is just amazing. Rockler doesn't even offer these. I went to the site and looked. There is nothing for a slotted insert. Only Incra has this. This is their clean sweep. This is This is amazing. This is ingenious, okay? I don't know, maybe they got patents on it or not. I'm sure they do. This is the way to go. I am ecstatic I actually ended up getting this. So it was a good thing Rockler did what they did, and I ended up with this versus the Rockler Pro Lift. So this is the MagnaLOCK system. Again, slap it in. It holds it in, no problem. Lower the bit, pull it out, and I don't know if there's a tool in here for the other ones, but there's a little slit right here, a little notch right there. You can put in a little screwdriver or something if you want to pop it out. But for me, if you lower the bit a little bit, get your finger in there, pull it out, it's not a big deal. Quick, easy change out. Main thing is these are slit, 85% better dust collection with this versus a solid plate. On top, that's the three major differences. Rockler offers another gear, Incra doesn't. Incra offers a lock, Rockler doesn't. Incra has a phenomenal out of the box thinking genius idea with the plate inserts for major dust collection. Rockler doesn't. So flip it over, look at the heart of this, and there's another thing. This is better than the Rockler. This is the workhorse under the table. This is what's doing all the work underneath, raising and lowering and adjusting and everything. This is amazing versus Rockler. Why? Because Rockler has basically a single size. You fit in a 2.5, 3 horse motor, whatever it is. If you have a smaller router, maybe you need to put in, even if maybe your router goes out and you got to put something in temporarily, you have to buy an insert. I want simplicity. Speaking of simplicity real quickly, one thing I didn't want to have the inserts that you had to hook this tool to, turn it to unlock it, pull it out, put it back in, turn it to lock it in. I don't want more tools. I want simplicity, which Rockler and Incra are better at that. They don't have that stupid tool. So keeping on that theme, keeping it simple, Incra beat out Rockler again. This is a one-fit-all type of a system. You see here, there are 4 positions on each one of these little areas that lock in your router motor. Depending on the model of your router motor, it will tell you how to set these in to position it properly so it'll hold it. Once it's held in there, it's nice and tight. You come here, you adjust it, get it tight. Oh, I got that thing locked in there. Yeah, I did. You put the handle in here, you crank it, and it locks it. Keeps it secure. It will not move, slide, or nothing. Once that's secure, you get your adjustment. You got the lock here, locks it in. This won't move, won't turn. Super, super solid. It's like a dual lock system, dual safety system, dual backup, whatever you can call it. I like this so much better than the Rockler. Now that I have it, I am blown away and ecstatic that I end up having to buy this versus the Rockler. And one last thing, don't want to go too crazy on it, but I'm going to let you know something. I didn't even know this until I received it. So I was like jumping around doing my happy dance like, oh yeah. I know if you can't see it right here, Master Lift 2, model 02121. Patent stuff and all that, but made in, guess where? No, not China, baby. I'm not going to go political. I'm just going to make a simple statement. If at all possible, I do not buy anything from China. That is like my last ditch effort. If I can't find nothing anywhere else and I cannot do without, and I have no choice, I'll do it. If I have a choice, I won't. Made in Canada. Boom, high five, my brothers to the north. Oh yeah. Happy dance all day long. This is fantastic. I am like, oh my God, I didn't even know that. That just gave this a 5-star. That alone, yeah, baby. Oh yeah. So that is the differences. No gear to raise up and down the motor quicker. Rockler doesn't have a lock. Rockler doesn't have these fantastic inserts for a massive upgrade in your dust collection. Rockler, you need to buy inserts. This is a one system fits all. Locks it in. I mean, there's just nothing about this I don't like. I can deal with a few extra seconds to have to spin this up and do versus all the added pluses you get with this versus the Rockler. This is it. This is the final unveiling of all the pieces I bought until I get my Incra fence system. This is going to be what I have to deal with for now until that arrives June or July of 2022. Now, let's just go to the end and I'll talk to you a little bit and we're going to end this video. That's everything. That's everything on this reveal. That is my temporary router table update until I get the Incra system in. Then I can build a cabinet. It will be permanent. It will be really nice. Now, how I came about all this, and my light is going out again. Oh man, you see it's flashing. I'm losing my light over my camera. Oh my gosh. Oh well. Let me shut that off. It's just not working. So I'm gonna have to do the rest of this video without no light there. So it's a little dark over here now. Back to how I came about all this. All the stores were sending out flyers, sending out coupons, getting everybody prepped and ready to start spending money. Again, this is my second reveal. You want to see what the first big ticket item I bought. I'm actually updating 2 big tools in the shop. Click up here, watch that video. I'm not saying nothing about it here. All the vendors are sending out all the sales, coupons. I went down to Rockler because I had to pick up a Syracuse, I don't know how you pronounce it. It's a cutting board. I've never done epoxy. I've been wanting to do epoxy for the last couple of years. I can watch every video. There are some things it just doesn't click. I have to physically have hands on to try it. It just doesn't connect. I'm just wired a little strange. Finally decided, okay, I paid for the class, went down, so I had to go back to Rockler. My Rockler is not close. It's an hour, about an hour, 5 to 10 minute drive. I went down there Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I wanted to pick it up before Thanksgiving, leave in the morning. Hopefully the traffic wouldn't be that bad. Of course it was. 2 accidents, took me an hour, almost 40 minutes to get there. Like, I hate traffic. I am so blessed and thankful that I don't have to commute to work. My commute is 135 feet out to the shop. And sometimes that's rough. I'm sorry. So while I was down at Rockler, that sucks, I know, terrible of me. While I was at Rockler, of course they had all their displays trying to sell things, and they had like 4 or 5 different combinations, what they called bundles of router tables. I was looking at them thinking, yeah, I'd like to get one of these. Maybe I can work a deal and use my 20% discount, because I had a coupon for 20% discount, and the coupon allowed me any order over $40 was free shipping. Keep that in mind. So I was talking to them about the one that I wanted, and of course the router bundle with the cast iron router table was top of the line. It had anything and everything you could put on it. The full steel enclosed mobile cabinet, the dust collection underneath it, the top of the line router fence, you know, little trays and feather boards, everything. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And of course it was like a $1,800 price tag. Boo! That's way too much for me. So when I was there talking to him, I didn't want that top of the line. I was trying to negotiate a deal, a better bundle that would fit me. Basically what I was wanting was just a basic stand, cast iron tabletop, basic router fence, because I have the Incra coming. Got to have a safety switch, safety first. Got to have the dust bucket. At that time, I was wanting the Rockler Pro router lift. They go, yeah, they can do all that bundle, until I said, here's my 20% discount coupon. Oh, that's only good for 1 order. This is 1 order. It's a bundle, 1 order. Put all this together, this is your 1 price. No, it doesn't work that way. 20% off 1 item. I'm going to be putting some things up here, so just listen, look at the screen. I don't know if I'll put it here in front of me or what, but these are the prices if I was to buy all this at regular price, if I purchased this at the store and only got 20% off my tabletop because it's the most expensive, so got to take 20% off the most expensive piece, that was $100. Or how I did it, I got 20% off of everything regardless of what they were saying. I actually purchased 2 of the extra large silicone mats for glue ups. They put together and I can make a nice area when I do glue ups. I got those 1 at a time for 20% off. So you'll see at the end my grand total for just this, what I saved. So after talking to them and they denied me my 20% on all this, I'm spending enough money there, you should be able to work with me. I think maybe if you got a manager, but if they didn't want to work it, there's still ways to work around it. So they refused to do anything for me, help me at all. So what I did was I purchased a tabletop there. So I came home and I went on the computer, and this is what I did. From Wednesday till the following Monday, I went on and I bought each individual item one at a time, didn't buy a bunch of them, one ticket item at a time, got my 20% off, got my free shipping. 20% off, free shipping, one order. 20% off, free shipping, one order. 20% off, free shipping, 20% off, free shipping, 20% off, free shipping. I got around it. You don't want to work with me and help me out? I'm spending enough money here, you're going to treat me like that? I'm going to still get the price I wanted. So if you watch all this, you'll see just on this here, I saved $230. You want my business, you should treat me better. I don't think I'm gonna ever go back to Rockler because of this. So I got around it. I just put in a bunch of orders, and my UPS driver showed up. It's like, oh my God, yeah, truck cart full, stacked up full of all individual orders. I made dang sure I got my 20% and free shipping. That's how I ended up with this, because during that span, every time I put the order in for the Rockler Pro Lift, it would just cycle. I actually walked away, came back an hour and 10 minutes later, and the damn thing was still cycling. Like, what the heck, man? Maybe they got issues with the site, but everything else would work. I would, okay, cancel that, put in the order for the fence, boom, right through. Got my 20% free shipping. Every time I did the Rockler lift, it wouldn't work. Called them Tuesday after Cyber Monday, told them my predicament, because I think the sale was good until Tuesday or Wednesday of that week. And I asked the guy, it's not going through. Every time I clicked on it, it would cycle. Few times that it actually went through, it would only give me free shipping, not my 20% discount. He pulled it up on the computer, was checking it out, come to find out, because they had a little box there, which I didn't click because I didn't want it. You had to click on it to get a $50 gift card. I don't want the damn card. I want $85 off. 50, 85, this is better. Well, he said, oh, we can't do that because they're offering a gift card. And I asked him, I said, can you just ring it up without the gift card? I'll drive down there another hour and 15, 20-minute drive down there one way, 2.5 hours out of my time, 3 hours or better with my time in the store. No, Rockler has these procedures and things. We can't do anything like that. You're misinformed. If I was really angry enough, I was just completely frustrated, so I didn't think. I could have got a manager and said, this is what I want to do. This is what money I spent. Are you going to give me that 20% off or not? But because they did not, because I was just frustrated, 5 days of trying to get that into my cart and it wouldn't work. When I hung up with him, I said, heck with you. I went back on the site. I got the Incra, which I am very pleased that I did. For me, it worked out for the better because I got 20% off on this. Free shipping. That's how I ended up with that. All the frustration I went through trying to get everything at a 20% discount. They wouldn't give me 20% on the bundle. I worked around it, still got my 20% free shipping. Don't let these companies take advantage of you. Stand up for what's right and save your money. You work too damn hard for it to let them take it away from you. That's it on this video. This is the last upgrade. These are the only 2 big ticket items I am doing in my shop this year. So thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, take back, check, build it for your sanity. That's all I got. We will see you next video.